Hunter Labrada is one of the top bodybuilders in the current era. He began his bodybuilding career in 2016, competing as a heavyweight in men's bodybuilding, weighing around 218 pounds on stage. He won the overall title at the NPC Branch Warren Classic, a national qualifier show. Later that year, he also competed in the NPC San Antonio, another national qualifier show, but this time as a super heavyweight, once again winning the overall title. By then, he was already qualified to compete in the NPC Nationals, where he had the opportunity to earn his pro card. In 2017, Hunter participated in NPC Europa Dallas, another national qualifier show, winning the overall title as a super heavyweight. He dominated every national qualifier show he entered, while simultaneously improving his physique. In 2018, he competed in the NPC Junior USA, another national qualifier show, where he once again became the overall champion as a super heavyweight. This was his last national qualifier show before winning the overall title at the 2018 NPC National Championships, earning his pro card as a super heavyweight in men's bodybuilding. Hunter was not an extremely massive bodybuilder but had a well-balanced structure, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing around 240 pounds on stage when he became a pro. After winning his pro card at 26 years old, he decided to take time off to allow his body to recover and prepare for an off-season. However, in March 2019, he had to halt everything to undergo shoulder surgery, which kept him out of the gym for 3 months. After that, he was able to train other body parts while avoiding heavy involvement of his surgically repaired shoulder. By 6 months post-surgery, he was fully recovered. This pushed back his pro debut and he decided not to compete in 2019. By September 2019, Hunter was fully recovered and ready to earn his spot at the 2020 Mr. Olympia. By the end of 2019, he weighed 273 pounds as he prepared for his pro debut at the 2020 New York Pro. However, just weeks before the competition, the New York Pro was postponed due to pandemic and rescheduled for September 5th in Tampa, Florida. This gave Hunter more time to prepare, but he later changed his plans and decided to make his pro debut at the Tampa Pro at the end of July, followed by the New York Pro. At the 2020 Tampa Pro, Hunter won the competition, defeating Ian Valery, which qualified him for the Mr. Olympia. This was an impressive pro debut where he weighed around 250 pounds and looked phenomenal on stage. Since he had already qualified for the Olympia, he decided to skip the New York Pro and focus entirely on growing his physique for the Olympia, which was 20 weeks away. At the 2020 Mr. Olympia, Hunter placed 8th, which was a very solid placing for his debut. The competitors who placed ahead of him that year were Big Ramy, who won the title, Brandon Curry, Philith, Hardy Chupan, William Bonac, Akim Williams, and Ian Valery. In 2021, Hunter won the Chicago Pro, qualifying for the Mr. Olympia once again. That year, he placed 4th at the Olympia, defeating several top bodybuilders and finishing behind Big Ramy, Brandon Curry, and Hardy Chupan, who took the top 3 spots in that order. Hunter's physique was well balanced and showed a lot of potential to place even higher with additional muscle mass. Since he had already qualified for the 2022 Mr. Olympia by placing in the top 5 the previous year, he had an entire year to grow and refine his physique. By the end of his off-season, he pushed his body weight up to 286 pounds and started his Olympia prep 20 weeks before the competition. However, at the 2022 Mr. Olympia, Hunter was not at his best, weighing 261 pounds on stage. He placed 7th behind Hardy Chupan, who won the title, Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker, Brandon Curry, Big Ramy, and Samson Dauda. He was not satisfied with his stage look. Although he was bigger than before, he was not in the same conditioning he had achieved in previous years. Another factor that negatively impacted his physique that year was his diet. He struggled to digest whole foods and relied heavily on liquid and blended meals to meet his calorie and protein intake. In 2023, realizing his mistakes, Hunter gradually shifted back to whole foods and made significant progress. He started prepping for the Tampa Pro and Texas Pro. At the 2023 Tampa Pro, he delivered his best package, winning the competition and qualifying for the 2023 Mr. Olympia. 1 week later, he competed at the Texas Pro, where he brought a similar look but placed 2nd behind Andrew Jack in a very close battle. With strong momentum, Hunter began his prep for the 2023 Mr. Olympia. Although his physique looked great at the 2023 Mr. Olympia, he wasn't in the same condition as he was at the Tampa Pro and Texas Pro, leading him to finish in 6th place. That year, Derek Lunsford won the title, followed by Hardy Chupan, who placed 2nd, Samson Dauda 3rd, Brandon Curry 4th, and Andrew Jack was in 5th. Hunter was improving year by year. but still struggled to find the perfect balance between conditioning and fullness, making his peak inconsistent. In 2024, Hunter decided to add more muscle mass to his physique overall so that he wouldn't have to worry about looking too small when cutting down for a show. By the end of his offseason, he weighed a little over 300 pounds. Since he was not qualified for the 2024 Mr. Olympia, he decided to compete in the Italy Pro, which was scheduled 1 month before the Olympia. This was a perfect opportunity for him to not only secure his Olympia qualification, but also to test his physique and make necessary adjustments before the big stage. Hunter easily won the competition, securing his Olympia spot. He looked bigger and more conditioned, but one issue was his midsection, which appeared slightly bloated. Despite that, he was at his all-time best. Recognizing his weaknesses ahead of 2024 Mr. Olympia, Hunter was able to fix his midsection and looked absolutely insane during the pre-judging at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, where he was in contention for a top 4 spot. However, he failed to bring a same physique for the finals, which led him to finish in 6th place. That year, Samson Dauda won the title, followed by Hardy Chupan, who placed 2nd, Derek Lunsford in 3rd, Martin Fitzwater 4th, and Andrew Zacht was in 5th. Hunter weighed around 260 pounds at the Olympia and was in his best ever shape during pre-judging. Now 32 years old, Hunter Labrada remains one of the top active bodybuilders with the potential to make a significant impact on big stages like Mr. Olympia and Arnold Classic. However, he needs to work on consistently bringing his peak physique to the stage, as improved consistency could make him a very dangerous competitor in every show he enters.